Hello, and welcome to Voices in Education. I am your host, Natasha Lee. Hello. Welcome. Welcome to another live conversation. And I know we're going to get this one going, pretty quickly because of what happened, there in Brussels, right? On the track and also in the field. So we're looking forward to, hearing lots of perspectives this evening. So right now I am seeing in the chat, Soji Carlton. Bless up, bless up, bless up. And I am wondering, Soji, if I have you on a photo here, and I hope my computer keeps up this evening. I'm not sure what is happening. It took a little bit of time to connect with you guys this evening, but we're here and we're grateful. We're grateful for another day. We're grateful to see our athletes shining bright like a diamond. Yes, shine bright like a diamond. Right. So we see some athletes, doing great, shining, bright there in Brussels. And, a lot of us last evening, we had some expectations going into, Brussels and, just wanting to see what today brought. And we saw it, we witnessed it, and it's nothing but amazing. A little bit toops away, but still very close. And, in the context of Shericka, great try, they're going for it. And I guess we'll talk, further about that and, so much more. Elaine Thompson, come on, like, who wants to see Elaine in another race? Me for sure. All right. And Shanieka Ricketts and Roisin McDonald. All right. Some winners there today in Brussels. I'm tempted to say Budapest, but it's Brussels. All right. And so Would love to hear from you. So guys, as you enter, just hit the like button, share, 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 and let us bring this, let us bring this live, up in terms of the numbers and also our community. Let's take it to 1K this evening, and we can definitely do that. All right. So as you come, hit the like button and help out a community member or two who do not have their post notification turned on. All right. And, let us get the conversation going. Again, welcome, welcome, welcome. If this is your first time here, let me know in the chat and, welcome. This is a safe space where we can share and learn from each other. We understand that we share different perspectives, different views, opinions, or wonders, and that is totally okay. Your voice, we welcome your voice in this space. Would love to hear from you. You bring your uniqueness, right? And so with that uniqueness, it contributes to diversity. And there is so much richness in diversity that allows us to share and learn from each other. So I am learning from you every night. Once we're here, I take away something new. And so that is the beauty of diversity. That is the beauty of sharing different perspectives. And it does not matter if your perspective is not, aligned with someone else's. That is totally okay. We still want to hear from you. All right. All right. So let me just look there in the chat and trending sports and entertainment. Hello, family. Hello to you too, my family. And Altia is saying, hello, Carlton, you beat me tonight. So, Jill, I'm wondering if I have you in a photo here. I'm not sure. I just my mind tell me. So I'm not sure. All right. So you can tell me if it's you. And trending sports is saying liked. All right. Awesome. Thank you for liking. And guys, remember to like and share. Altia, let me know when your congregation is here. All right, Altia. Hello to all the people tuned in from Lincoln in Manchester, Jamaica. So I know Jamaica is here, Altia is here, Lincoln is here, of course. So you're going to let me know when your congregation is here. All right, Altia. It means that we'll have more subscriptions. All right, for sure. All right, so the phone line is open. Let me just check. The phone line is up and running. All right. And perhaps I could start by saying Shericka ran 21:48. All right. That was Shericka's time there in Brussels today. Elaine did another season best, and this time it was 10:84. I believe that's it. 10:84. And we have Shanieka Ricketts. I believe her jump was 15:01, and that was a PB. But I'm going to just pull up that information so that I know what I'm telling you and I know what I'm saying to you. But I believe that's it for Shanieka there, and I'm just going to get Rasheen's time for you as well. All right, so just to let you know that, we had a great day in Brussels, and the Jamaican athletes, they were shining bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. All right, welcome if you're just tuning in. Would love to hear from you. Remember, the line is open, so don't be afraid to call that number on screen. And Rasheen's time was 44:84. All right, so that's Rasheen's time there, 44:84. All right, so again, some wonderful, wonderful wins for us there in Brussels. So that was Rasheen's time there, 44:84. All right. And welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're just tuning in, please comment in the chat. Let me know that you're here. All right. We'd definitely love to hear from you. You can share in the chat or you can call the number on screen. There lots to talk about, lots to talk about. And I am hoping to hear from you. So please, please, please call in and let us get this conversation going, all right? So Candice McLeod was placed in the number, was in the number 5 position there with 50.82. So that's Candice McLeod, all right? And Candice was in that 400 meters with 50.82. Solis is saying hello, hello to you, Frank. Welcome to as well. And Frank is saying Elaine is back. Frank, Solis, Colleen, Altia, Colleen, let's get it going. Would love to hear from you. Yes, we see Elaine doing her thing. And I was asking earlier, who wants to see Elaine in another race? Right? So that's good to see there as well. So wonderful, wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And as you know, or perhaps you don't, with the 400-meter hurdles, Fenkeball got that, number 1. And she got a meeting record as well. All right, so good there going for Fenkeball. But we have Janeve Russell was in the number 2 spot. All right, let me just take this call. Hello, caller, you're live.
Hello, good night.
Good night, Kenny.
How are you?
I'm good. You see, I am knowing the voices now,
That's good. I was just excited. I was at work and I was like, oh man, I'm gonna miss the race. I missed the race. But I saw as far as on YouTube, but I was like back. I was I was at work, but I was impressed. Wow, I was really impressed, really shocked with Elaine's performance on the track. She's ready. I think she's ready. She's ready to go. And of course the other race, the 200 with Shericka. Of course she got it. I mean, I was excited to see her race and to see. I mean, she still ran with 21.48, which was great.
Yeah.
But I think that she'll get it next time. She's close. She's close.
Yeah, she's knocking as she said there, but the wind wasn't so good for her. And not having that, I guess, push and the wind, not being on her side, I felt like, the track is fast, but you see her, she went out, and I'm not sure if it was her best race in terms of execution, but she went out very hard, and it was just not the day.
I just felt like she ran the race by herself.
Yeah, definitely. We saw that. Yeah, for sure. There wasn't.
I was like, where's there?
Yeah, there wasn't anyone there to, as we speculated, to push her. And perhaps, she has been doing this in training on her own, because as we, probably detected, most of us, she's doing these times in training. It's just that they're not official, right? And so she knows her capability, but perhaps, just a little bit of wind. And Eugene is another good track, but my concern in Eugene is that the wind might be too much, so we don't want to have, an illegal wind or, like the negative wind, but she's going for it. And what is clear, her intention is clear, and we know that. Yeah,
man, yes, and I think she'll definitely get it in Eugene. But I just felt like I was impressed with but they all ran quicker times. Is it because the track is quicker? I mean, I'm guessing I know Morrison ran a 10.95. She got a season's best as well with the 100. And then, I mean, of course, Elaine got she got a 10 8, was it 8-2, right? Or 8-4?
8-4. Yeah, 8-4. Yeah.
Yeah. Season. But I mean, I'm happy that she ran that time, but I was just like, they all ran better. I guess is it a faster track, right? This one.
Well, they said it's a fast track and it's a new track too, so that's a part of it, I guess. But the wind wasn't, I guess, the best for them today. So yeah, because even with Elaine, the wind was like zero, no wind, so yeah.
But I mean, she's still running a good time. I think she's ready. I mean,
for sure. Like we've seen Elaine just improving over the season, right? And pretty much she started running very late, and so we're seeing that improvement. So that is amazing. So I feel like Elaine is preparing for Paris, and that is exciting. Yeah. Well, that's what she's doing.
She's back, right? You say she's back now officially, right?
Yeah, she's back and she knows what she has to do, and I guess she's putting in the work, and we just have to just support her, keep her in our prayers, and that injury is does not keep on, but she's back, I would say.
A lot of people wrote her off in the things in the Jamaican trials, right? When she was in national trials.
Yeah.
They were like, because she didn't do as well, so a lot of people were like she was done and it was over. But like she came back, and she, at the end, and she did really good. So I'm pretty impressed, and I guess I think she'll be ready for Paris. She's gonna give a really good show. And for as far as Eugene, that's next
week.
2 weeks.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. The 15th and 16th, I believe, somewhere there.
Yeah. So I'm just excited because I had an overload today as far as with the races, and I was like really excited with these races. And wow, like I think they impressed, and I'm very happy. Like I said, with 200, very happy, pleased with Shericka's performance, and I think that she did incredible, and that she's racing basically herself. She's trying to be herself.
Yeah.
No one else.
So. Yeah, that's it. And even with a Gabby, she would still be running with her. I guess Gabby could perhaps push her to the curve a bit faster. I don't know, but like coming off, she would be the only one heading out, to the line. So
definitely. I just feel like the 100 is the 100 is going to be good as far as the races. And I just want to throw. I hope, like I said, I just hope they would throw a little bit of Shelly-Ann in there. I don't know. I just feel like it's more exciting when she's there. I don't know. I think she brings us something else to the sport. As far as I don't know, just her competitive, her being competitive, her spirit. I don't know. It's more, to me, it's more excitement. I mean, I like, of course, Elaine, but I think she just makes it much more exciting.
Yeah, Shelly is that athlete that once she gets to the line, once she shows up there, she's going to show off the best way she can, right? And so that is it, and that's Shelly, and she's fun to watch, and you'll see the different hair color. She brings Shelly to the race, and you just have to love that about her, and you just know that she's a true competitor. So if she's going to the line, she's going to give it her best shot, win, lose, or draw, as they would say, but she's going to give it, she's going to give it everything that she's got. Yeah.
Of course. But definitely, I wanted to call. I was so excited just to share that.
Oh, for sure.
It's like the most excited I've been, because these races were like really good, and I was just guessing the times, and I was off, but I'm sure she'll get it next time. And definitely, I'll let other people call in, and I'm, like I said, I'll keep listening. I'll probably call in later.
Yeah, for sure. If you want to call again, you just call again.
Yeah. I want to hear what other people have to say in their opinion. So I guess this is really going to be a good discussion today. So I'll definitely call in, and I'll be listening.
Awesome. Thanks, Kenny.
Take care.
All right. So, guys, if you're just tuning in, welcome, welcome to another live conversation. You can definitely participate by sharing in the live chat. You can also call the WhatsApp number that you see on screen. Would love to hear from you. Just to let you know that this is a safe space where you can share your views, opinions, perspectives, or even wonders. All right. You have a voice in this space, and we share in a respectful way to ensure that we are maintaining our safe community, our safe space. And you're welcome to share. So we're talking about, Shericka getting that Diamond League record. So, the record she wanted was the world record. She's leaving with a diamond, well, she left with a Diamond League record as well as a meeting record today. And, there were other Jamaicans shining bright like a diamond right there in Brussels. So we had Elaine, Shanieka, Rashid, and I would love to hear from you. If you're just tuning in, welcome, welcome. If this is your first time here, welcome, welcome to the Voices in Education. Please remember to close the chat briefly, just for a few seconds, and hit that like button. And also hit the subscription button if you have not yet subscribed to this space. Remember, your investment is safe with us. We're not going to run off with your money like some places, so you can definitely bank on it. All right, so let's run that subscription button up, and let's continue to grow together. All right, so we're here talking about, what happened in Brussels, and also looking forward to Eugene. All right, so Eugene, the final stop, the final of the Diamond League, and we are anticipating. I checked, but the points, they're not yet updated on the system. What is online there? But remember, we're doing some calculations with Elaine there, and perhaps I just have a feeling. I got a feeling. Ooh, ooh, that Elaine is going to be in that final. But that's just my feeling. We'll see. And other persons share that as well. So not just me. I believe some person are saying, it's 9 lanes. So, there's a strong possibility that Elaine will be there. Zoe, she got some points, and based on what we're calculating, that would put her ahead of Elaine, I believe, just by roughly seeing where she was. I did not go back and add that, but we were saying that she would have to be placed at least in the number 6 spot, and she did better than 6. So I didn't go back to calculate that. So I'll just wait on on the official point standing from Diamond League. All right, there. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Please, the phone line is open, so don't be afraid to call. Would definitely love to hear your voice. Justin, if you're here, talk to me. You were the closest last evening in the context of time. You said that Shericka was going to run 21:50, right? I believe that's what you said. Yes, 21:50. She did 21:48. You did say as well that she was not going to get the record today. And so I would love to hear from you. And I know that once you're here, you're going to call us and you're going to share. So that's Justin, and Justin will join us at some point from Antigua. So Justin, definitely want to hear from you. And if you're in the live chat, you know what to do to get to us. You just call, and we'll love to hear from you this evening, because as I said, you were the closest in the context of time. And we're still keeping these times for next week. In the context of Shericka going for that record. We see, or we know our intent, right? We know our intention, and that is very good. We know that she's going for the record. And as some people would probably say, you should let the record come to you. Don't talk about it. Don't. But I mean, we're human, and she knows exactly where she is. And, last evening we heard her saying, her body and mind they're aligned, right? And so with that alignment, and she said it, anything is possible. She was going for the record today and hoping, that she would have gotten it there in Brussels. And as she said, to remove some of the pressure going into Eugene. So when I think about that, I am considering that she's planning on doubling in Eugene. And so perhaps, she really wanted it today, but it did not come. But I feel just with that determination, that drive, that strong intention in saying, okay, I want this and I'm coming for this. I feel, that is what Shericka wants to do. And today I was having a little conversation with Rurian, and Rurian was sharing, and we were talking, and we were saying, Shericka wants to have the records. And I agreed in the sense where the 100 national record for the 100, 200, she's going for the 400, right? So she's going to have a track record. Definitely, she's going to have a track record. And I feel once she gets this 200 in terms of the world record, we're going to see some other things from Shericka. Maybe at that point, she'll be zooming in closer in terms of getting it right for the 100. So we'll see. And perhaps that's what she wants to do, to get this record now outside of the pressure and the rounds in championships like World Championship and Olympic games, and just to focus probably now on the 100, because she knows, like, I can run and win the 200 comfortably, but to just shift some of that focus now to the 100. And when I put that into perspective, I'm like, perhaps she's onto something here, where she's saying, listen, I might not have that top end speed going, in terms of the 100. So we're talking here now in the context of Sha'Carri, passing her on about 3 occasions now, and just winning. So perhaps it is Shericka's strategy, because we know the 200 meters, that's her pet, her baby. That's what she called it. That's what she refers to it as, her baby. And so we want to see what Shericka has. And this is just my little assessment, my little evaluation, and, analyzing, just thinking that she wants to deal with the 200 right now and get the record and work on showing us that, I can do this in the 100. And I say this in the context of Shericka is coming from the 400, right? And so pretty much working with Coach Francis there at MVP, we see where Shericka now, is, turning out into this fine sprinter. So again, I am suggesting, and this may not be so, but this is just based on my analysis and what I am seeing here, that she's really set on getting that 200 record. And that is good in the sense where it's probably saying to us, okay, once I get the record, right, outside of the rounds, so I don't need to put in any extra effort in the 200 meters, so on the big stage, then I know I can win that comfortably. I can win that, so I can put in, more into the 100. And it's just exciting. It's just exciting. So let me just see in the chat here. And guys, please don't be afraid to call the number. And as you enter, please hit the like button. Please just close the chat, hit the like button. And if this is your first time here, let me know in the chat as well. And welcome, welcome, welcome. Hit that subscription button as well. And Frank was saying, on a good day, Elaine is unstable. Frank, can you share some more there? And Art Dog, welcome, welcome, welcome. Elaine is looking great right now. Awesome. And Quesalis 85 is saying, yes, these are some exciting times. History makers in the in the making. All right. All right. Trending sports and entertainment is saying, I didn't see the races based on what I am hearing. The athletes did well. Definitely they did. So Shericka got 21:48 in the 200. So she got the a Diamond League record and also the meeting record there in Brussels. And we have Elaine with a season best again, 10.84. Shanieka in her jump there, I believe 15.01 PB. And Rasheen McDonald 44.84 to take that win in the 400 meters for men. All right, so let me see. Guitar. All right, welcome, welcome. Guitar, Mayon. Hopefully I'm getting that. How much points are needed to run in the finals in the Diamond League? So I'm not sure if that's a thing there, right? But I know they do it based on allocation. So first place gets 8 points, second 7, and it goes all the way to 1, right, from a race. And let's keep that to the sprint, like 100 meters to 800 meters. There's a slight, difference in the context of field events and the longer distance, so longer races. So right now, when we last checked and we did, some calculations, we were saying that Elaine needed to win this one, but then there was Zoe Hobbs, and she ran today. And when we were analyzing the table, we were saying then that Zoe, for Elaine to advance, Zoe would have to be like in the number 6 spot or less. And she got better than that. So I did not really check in terms of recalculating, but I did check World Athletics and they have not yet updated the points. So, but it's a high possibility, or let me say it's likely, that Elaine will be in the finals. And I believe I saw something somewhere, but I can't remember where. And then someone on this platform was sharing as well that the in Eugene, it's like 9 lanes for the track. So given that Elaine would probably advance. So we'll definitely update you as soon as we get that information, once it's available, because I like when they have it, so definitely we can confirm and have some sources to back that up. But as always, I'll post that under the community tab. So hit the subscription button and also turn on your post notification and, tap all so that you do not miss any updates from this channel. All right, so welcome, welcome. If you're just tuning in, welcome to this conversation. If this is your first time here, let me know in the chat. Do not be afraid to share. This is a safe space where we can share and learn from each other. We understand that we share different views, perspectives, opinions, or even wonders, and that is totally okay. All right, so we vary based on our experience and knowledge, and we want to let you know that you have a voice. We just share in a very respectful way to ensure that we are maintaining this safe space where everyone has a sense of belonging and feel welcome. And so that is what we do to keep on growing and moving forward together. All right. And so for sure, would definitely love to hear from you. And don't be afraid to hit the like button. Don't be afraid to subscribe, and don't be afraid to share in the chat or call that WhatsApp number that you see on screen. All right, so would love to hear from you. Definitely love to hear from you. Let me just bring my chat up again. Okay. So guys, like, and hit the subscription button. We're very close to the 1K subscription mark, and persons who are, you know, community members and you know what happens in this platform, you can share in the chat too and encourage persons to come over and be a part of our family. So perhaps if they're hearing it from you two here, they will understand that, you know, this is really a good place to be. All right, case Solis 85. Do you think Shericka will be more focused in Eugene? I believe so. And, you know, Eugene will have a bit more competitors, perhaps not on Shericka's level, but as I said, you know, a bit earlier, perhaps they might be able to push her faster in terms of a start and, you know, going around that, you know, the curve and coming off there. So perhaps she'll get, you know, that push and then she'll be able to power through. My only concern with Eugene for Shericka is the wind. You know, we don't want to have a negative wind. You know, we don't want any illegal wind. So that's my concern. But I feel like she'll get some wind in Eugene as opposed to the little tooks that she got today. So I believe that might be possible in terms of focus because she wants to do it. And then, I don't know, I believe she's going to do the double. She's going to do the double. And I feel that's what she was referring to in terms of the pressure, because I feel like she wanted to go to Eugene to just, you know, do the 100 really good and then just win the 200 because she's that good, like win the 200 without having to focus too much on getting the world record. But now it's perhaps going to be a stronger focus, I'll say, case list 85 in the context of Shericka going for that, you know, world record. But what is obvious to me is that, you know, Shericka is doing these times. Shericka is doing these times in training, so that is obvious, and it's not one time she did it. I would say she's doing it over and over. So hence that confidence, you know, in terms of moving forward. And, you know, I would love to see that record go. So I would love for her to get it. Yes, I would love for her to get it. And I'd love for somebody in the 100 to get it too. I'm not sure who is going to get it just yet. But so far, what we know in terms of the numbers, Elaine is a 10-5, right? So I'm not sure if Shakari is going to get it, or if it's Shericka is going to come and get it, or if it's Shelly. But we want to see those records go. All right. And Quesolis is saying yes, for sure. We want to see them go, and we want to see, yeah, we want to see them go for sure. So again, welcome if you're just tuning in. Let me just share some results with you in the context of what happened today. And please remember that you can, you know, you can phone the number that is on screen and let us talk. You can share, like I can listen to, I listen, all right? And I learn as well. So let me see this comment here. Okay, so this. So okay, so this is saying yes, but if she doesn't, she still breaks records and she is the fastest in the world in the 200 meters for sure. The fastest, you know, living, yeah, person there. All right. And Anita Winter. Hello, Anita. Welcome, welcome. Good evening. Not my first time here on your platform, but first time commenting. You have such a calming voice. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Sometimes I don't even like hearing myself, but thank you so much. And soon you'll see the face behind the voice. Well, perhaps you see the intro, so that's the face, but soon we'll expand a bit bigger, so you'll get to see and you'll get to join in and come on camera if you'd like to. So soon we'll have a meet and greet, so let's just keep sharing, let's keep expanding, and let's continue to grow together. So Anita, really appreciate that comment from you. Thank you so much. All right, let me just check here. Did I miss? All right, so let me just go back to some of the results from today. So we know that, all right, it's loading. I am not sure as yet, Caselis, but based on our calculations, right? Zoe, I believe, would be in the number 8 spot, and perhaps Elaine sitting at number 9 right now, based on the points. So I would love for World Athletics. So as soon as they have that available, I will check and share, but I'll check later on in the program to see if it's updated. And then we'll see. But I feel that she's going to UG. And who doesn't want to see Elaine run again? For sure, we want to see Elaine there again. All right, so I'm trying to get this. Okay, so as we know with the 100 meters there, woman, Elaine won in 10.84. And by the way, Elaine has the meeting record there in Brussels. She set that back in September 2016 on the 9th. So pretty much 1 year. Yeah, well, more than 1 year, but I'm just thinking September 8th today and September 9th. So in 2016, 10.72, that was the meeting record there. And Natasha Morrison of Jamaica, she got 10.95, season best too. And Elaine, that 10.84 was also a season best. So we see Elaine improving over, each race there. And Dina, so this is Asha Smith now, 10.97. All right, so we add the top, the top three, they were under 11 seconds. So Zoe, right? Zoe was in the number 4 spot, 11.14. Sasha Lee was in the number 5 spot, 11.17. Gina in the number 6 spot, 11.18. And Rani in the number 7 spot, 11.31. Tamara Clark of the USA did not start. So similar to how we say, guys, that, sometimes you see the list and athletes will withdraw. So sometimes you never know. But Alte saying, we're not sure yet. She did what she had to do to stand a chance. Yeah, win. Yeah, for sure. So, but if they're going to use 9 lanes, then Elaine should be there. Let's look at records. Shericka got outside of the world record. For sure, Altia, call Altia, let us talk. Can you talk this evening? Would love to hear from you. All right, so that's what happened there in the 100, right? The 400-meter hurdles for women. So as you know, Fenkebal was in that one and she clocked 52.11. So that was also, I believe, a meeting record. Yes, that was a meeting record, 52.11. Then we have Genevieve Russell, 53.80. Let me just take this call. Hello, caller, you're live.
Hello, Natasha. How's it going?
Good, Ryan. How are you?
I'm not doing too badly. I'm excited about the results.
Awesome. You're a bit low, so hopefully persons are hearing you, but if not, you could perhaps, just try speaking up a bit more.
Okay, tell me if you hear me.
No. Could you try again?
All right. How am I sounding now?
Better. Yeah, that latter part
Right.
is.
Okay, great. Just want to say hello to everyone in the chat and on the program, watching in and supporting. Um, really good performances that were we had from the athletes today. I'm really impressed with Elaine. She is doing so well. She's doing so well.
You're in and out, Rurian. We're not hearing you again.
Hello, are you hearing me?
Yes, hearing you better now. All right, so perhaps Rurian is going to circle us and, connect with us again. All right, let's see. Hello, caller, you're live.
Hello.
All right, Rurian, that is sounding better.
Sounding better now?
Yes.
Okay, great. I'm not sure if you're here, but I said good performances coming in from the yesterday, and that's amazing how well they have done. Have to say kudos to Shericka. She didn't get the record, and I missed out with my prediction. I was thinking that she might have run 21:30. That was what I selected for her today, but that wasn't to be. But no, she might not have gotten the record today, but she's in good form. We're going to just look forward to the next race.
Yeah, for sure.
As it relates to and as it relates to Elaine, what a performance from Elaine. She has, been coming from, in the 11th, and now she's running 11 kids, so that's good. That's really good for her. And I'm so happy. As it relates to her, getting to UJ, it's going to be a little bit tricky. I guess she would squeeze out Natasha Morrison on better times, because based on our calculations that we were doing last night, Natasha had 1 point more than she did, and today she would have received 1 more point.
Yeah.
A point more than Natasha did, so they would end up on the same
14
number of points.
Yeah.
So I guess if they're going to select someone, they're going to select Elaine to go over there. They're going to utilize the extra lane.
And just pause.
That would be kind of sad for Natasha.
No, just pause on that point. Let me just share this with the viewers. And it's a rule, guys. So it's not as if they're going to choose Elaine because she's like, the fastest woman alive. So no, if Elaine is selected, she's selected based on her performance, all right? So what happens if there is a tie? What they'll do is that, so in this case, if you are going to select 9 athletes, Ruren, could you just mute a bit, please? If they're going to select 9 athletes, right? Then, and you have a tie, for example, in the number 9 position, what will happen is that they're going to look at the athlete with the better season best, all right, in that context. So right now, Elaine has a better SB than Natasha. So it's not as if they're choosing Elaine and there's no rationale behind that. If they should select her, it's going to be based on performance for the season. So Elaine, Natasha's not, you know, her times are not better than, you know, Elaine's time right now in terms of season best. So that is how, you know, they work in that context. I believe she did a season best today, Natasha, and that was 10.95. And Elaine, again, with her form, you know, getting better, she did a season best 10.84. So in that case, just to inform you for informational purposes, Elaine would be selected over Natasha. So it's not a case where it's sad in the sense that they're going to choose Elaine because, okay, you know, she's preferred or favored. It's just their rules. And, you know, this is from diamondleague.com information that we shared previously. All right, so just to let you know that. So Rurian, back to you.
Yeah, thanks for shedding some light on that. That's exactly what I mean. Yeah, but it's a good look. I was just mentioning that Natasha did pretty well over the season as well. I think she might, if that happens, then she might miss out. But for the for the Diamond League, it would be a good addition to that 100 meter. You know, that would make the 100-meter race more interesting because despite the fact that Shaka ran 10.65 to win the world championship, you know, none of the ladies have gone pretty in the 9.6s since
9.6
that
or
race.
10.6?
Sorry, 10.6. So in they haven't gone 10.6 since that race. So it's kind of saying that the race could be in the 10.7s, 10.8 who can clock the best time in that region based on the performances after. So it would be a closer race, and Elaine is now in the 10.8. So she's a major contender in terms of, you know, going forward as it relates to that final if she gets there, because we have to have that if there, because I'm not sure how the organizer of the Diamond League is going to deal with this matter. But if I were in charge, I would definitely have her there because I know that she pull a certain amount of people, viewers, and you know she would boost the lineup very well. So if you have the lanes out,
Yeah, for sure. I believe that she's going to be there. So we'll see. We'll see. So as soon as they publish, you know, that information, then, you know, we'll definitely share here. All right. So Justin, good night. Good night to you, Justin. And we hope that you're doing well. I'm doing good. Abby Star, welcome, welcome, Abby. Good night to you too. And Justin, I called your name earlier, you know. So I know soon you'll be phoning in. I was saying that, you know, you were the closest in terms of time, and you pretty much said that she wasn't going to get the record today. So I know we'll hear from you very soon. All right, so Ruan, back to you. All right, not hearing Ruan just yet. So I guess he'll come in when he's available there. So we were just, you know, talking about times. I was sharing with you some times today there in.
yes, not today's. I'm back. If you want to go ahead and share those times, that's all right.
You can continue.
Yeah, so good performance in by the ladies. And I didn't mention Shericka, an awesome performance from her, keeping to keep it going 19 on the 1950 on pretty much on a regular basis is truly amazing from her. So I just think the only thing that's lacking now is for her to get that record, and I think that she would be really happy. As you mentioned earlier, she seemed to be on a quest for world records, and we can't fault her on that in the call. She wants to be the best, and that's what she's doing now. And as I always say, if you're in the condition to break the record, go ahead and break the record, because you don't know if you'll get back to that stage anytime soon. And if you get better, you break it again and call it call it the money again. You know, so that's how I do it. Just go out there, execute, do your best, and hopefully the records will come. But she has been on the top of her game for a while now, and I think it's truly deserved. And I think somebody else should hold on to that record. That record has been around for a little while, so it would be good to see that somebody could actually go there, challenge it, break it, and have a new record holder.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Would love to see that, and yeah, for the 200 and the 100 too.
Yes, I agree with that. Both races.
Yeah. All right, let me just circle to the chat there to see if I am missing any comments. So guys, remember to hit the subscription button if you have not yet subscribed. And Justin is saying, happy to see a smile on Elaine's face. Of course, and it's just life as we talk, here, bouncing back from disappointments. It is okay. And we're human, we make mistakes, we experience failure, and it's how we react, as we say. Elaine, it took her a bit of time. She said she cried for 2 weeks. And that is understandable in that context, because we have to deal with our emotions. That's important. We have to deal with that. We have to deal with our mental health, or mental wellness. We have to ensure that we are okay. But it depends. Your reaction, right, can determine if you move forward, or how long it takes you to get back on track, right? So your reaction, and in that process, but we have to go through that process, right? And if it is that we want to bounce back, then we need to ask some questions like, what caused this failure? What resulted in this disappointment? Why am I here? Why did this happen? Just trying to learn from it. Not that you can change it, because what's done is done, right? It's already in the past. Like, you can't change it, but for sure we can learn from it, and we can move forward, just taking away some lessons in terms of preparing for the future, preparing for tomorrow. And as I say too, sometimes we prepare and we do not get the results that we want. And it's, again, the process. You go back, you assess, and you try to move forward with some lessons. All right. And I'm just listening. I did say, yeah, she wasn't going to break the record. Yes, you did. And Altia here. Okay, I'll call soon. Okay, Altia, sure, no problem. And just listen, when you understand track and field, you know when the time is right to break record and run really fast. So Justin, we want to hear from you. So call us and let us talk. Well, talk to us. Talk to us, Justin. So I know you'll be calling very soon. We definitely want to hear from you. And I guess you can give us an update with what's happening with Lee. So for sure, we'll perhaps hear from you very soon. So again, Shericka ran 21.48 there today. And so she has the Diamond League record as well as the meeting record. And that meeting record was previously held by Merlin Otti, and she clocked 21.64 back in September of 1991. So kudos to Shericka. She did get some records today, not the one that she expected, but for sure, you know, she was very strong, and in terms of letting us know what, you know, her intention is. And so it's pretty much to get the record. She did say, you know, she wanted it today, and you know, it should have been a good day. Let me just take this call. Hello, caller, you're live.
Hello, hello, hello.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
I miss you all.
Mr. Portmore, see, I know the voices, you know. You see, voices in education. Voices.
Voices in education.
Talk to us. How are you doing first? Let me just check in with you.
Great.
Okay.
I'm doing great. How you all doing?
We're doing good. We're doing good.
Okay, so the topic tonight, we're wondering if Miss Elaine Thompson-Herah is gonna do better, or is the topic that if she's gonna qualify for the final of the Diamond League?
That's a part of it, and we're just pretty much talking about the results today, and you know, I guess Shericka going into Eugene, what that will look like for her. You know, she mentioned that, you know, she wanted to get the record today to just remove some of the pressure going into Eugene. She did not get the record today. I feel like, you know, the conditions weren't necessarily the best for her. For example, the wind. But, you know, what would that look like for Shericka moving forward? We see Elaine improving, you know, Elaine in that 100 meters. What would that look like?
Okay, with a Shericka, let's base our thing on a Shericka class. I would love for Shericka to lower her time. When I say lower, I mean get the record. But be honest, that record is far-fetched, not far-fetched from Shericka, but that record is a record that stands a long way, just like the 100-meter record. It was set in that time or era where it was difficult to, I don't want to sound.
Yeah, just say it well. You know, we kind of understand, yes. So we understand that era, yes. Mm-hmm.
Right. Regardless of the wind and everything, running 41 again, I mean, you know what I mean. 22, 41, 22, 41.
21, 41.
Yes. That's a beautiful time to know that she did that and can come back and run that time, barring the wind and the condition, as you said. But Shericka needs some rest now. And Eugene is a place of records. I won't be surprised if she lowers that in Eugene. I wouldn't be surprised. But to say the record will be gone then, I'm not seeing it in my eyes. And I can tell you, I saw the race today. I saw she came off the turn. I saw the emotions in her running are like, okay, I'm going for this regardless of what. But she did fairly well. Very good, I should say, not fairly well, very good. to run back that time. I think if she gets this rest in Eugene, if she tries it in Eugene, she will lower that time. But I don't think it will be the record time that she's expecting. She's a bit tired. She says she's strong. She says she's feeling good. Good. Better condition. Eugene have a track record of making records look easy.
Yeah, my only concern with Eugene, and I don't know if you share this, is, you know, the wind. We don't want a like an illegal wind, you know. Perhaps they'll get wind there for sure, and you know the wind is good and it can be bad.
Yes.
So,
as I said, Eugene has people doing sometimes ridiculously sometimes. Whether or not it's legal or illegal, Eugene has that. If you check back on most of the American records, guess where they were made?
yeah, on that
Eugene.
track. Yeah.
Right? So you can expect something spectacular from Eugene. So I'm not looking for the record to be broken yet. She looks good. She looks healthy. And that's most important to me. Getting the rest, preparing for Olympics, that's the next step. One, as she says, he's going to take it a step at a time. In an interview, I heard her say that she is not particular in the record, but she would love to break the record. And that's a good stance to take.
So my question to you, do you believe that she's running below the record time in training?
I've not seen her for the longest a while, so I can't say. And you know, the reports from training not gonna come out to the public. So basically, I can't tell you. She's been away for a very long time now. So when them come back to training, if I do get the opportunity to see them and see her strength work and so forth and her timing, I can make a prediction. I guess the coach seeing what he wants to see, but I am not seeing it. So I can't say in training if she's running that time or she is preparing herself for a special time.
Yeah. Because in our pre-conference, in our pre-race interview, she was saying, you know, she pretty much referred to we are going for the record tomorrow, and we, you know, coach and I. So I am wondering, and we know that Stephen, you know, Francis is very smart, because you notice she was on the circuit, you know, running 200, and she wasn't going for the record then. But I guess, you know, given the fast track, this one was pretty new track here that she ran on today, and then Eugene is also, you know, promoted as a fast track as well, you know, as you said, where records are broken. So I am wondering if they waited for it now, you know. So is it something that, you know, they know that she's well below the record, and she's writing times on her bib that obviously is below the record. So I'm like speculating here that she's doing it more than once in training, and that is why she came out so bold and, you know, confident.
And so she might,
yeah.
Well, the coach job is to prepare them for a special. As I said, we as athletes get prepared for a event. That event, after that event, we see where we are. After that event, you see how your body feels, how the leg pace is, and the coach will say, okay, we're gonna go for it at Brussels, because Brussels track is new. It's supposed to be more bouncier. It's supposed to be carrying you faster. But as you said, the condition wasn't that great. That's another aspect of it. But the coach probably be going for it in the Diamond League here. The coach probably said, let's see if we can do it at least 2 last meet, because that's a one-off race.
Right.
So that's where the coach mind is. This is a one-off race. We don't have to worry about you running back at relay. We don't have to worry about, we just want to come out healthy and then move on. That's where it is. And I hear some of your comments, like they're surprised about Elaine Thompson-Herah running a 10.82 right now.
8-4.
Our last 8-4. The last time we spoke about Elaine, remember what I said? Each race, what you see her run, is like running 3 races for 1 race.
Mm-hmm.
You see where you are at the start, you see where you are at the middle, and you see where you're at the end. Now they put all 3 together now. They got what they wanted with the 10.94, was it? Yeah, 10.94.
10.92.
They saw where 10.92, they saw where she could do extra. Remember I tell you in the race, I saw her come out her face drive and just start running.
Yeah.
Regular running.
Right.
Remember I told you that.
Yeah.
So that's what the coach said. Come on the blocks and let's see what you do in between. So she got a great time, which is 10.92. Now the coach said, we can work with that. Now, they say, all right, let's put it together and see what we can get. And she got a 10.84, which is very good. So now that it's coming together, people, as I said, expectations are high. If Elaine Thompson-Herah continues with this form coming out of all of the meets, because I guess she will be running in the finals at the Diamond League.
Yeah, we want to see her
and
there.
Right. And if she comes out healthy there and can go back to regular training and regular preparedness again for the next season, and it's an Olympic year,
it's gonna be massive.
You won't see much of it. Yeah, it will be. She will be bouncing back. I'm not saying Shericka won't there. I'm not gonna say Shakira won't be improving. I won't say you won't get a pocket rocket back. But Elaine Thompson-Herah will be competitive. That's all I have to say. She will be competitive this time around.
I have something that I want to put to you. I said it earlier, and this is just something that I am, analyzing, and I'm going to say it to you here now. So I was, kind of saying to myself, right? Perhaps the coach is working with Shericka right now, right? To get this record for the 200, right? So that they can shift their focus to fixing Shericka for the 100 in terms of perhaps the finish, right? Because going to the Olympics, Shericka, she will win the 200 effortlessly, not going for the record, right? So if they can get that record, so where Shericka pretty much, does not have to exert too much in the race, because there's nobody running as close to Shericka. Like Gabby was so shocked, like it was so fast, she couldn't believe that 21.41. So my thing is, and this is just something again that I am kind of, analyzing and wondering. It could be that they're trying to get the record now for the 200 and then work more on fixing Shericka for that 100. What's your take on that?
Okay, to every question, there's an answer within the question. The 200 is her specialty, right? She loves the 200.
Yeah. She's
running great times in the 200. So if I was a coach of Elaine Thompson-Herah or Sha'Carri Richardson or Shelly and Fraser Price, now my focus wouldn't be on the 200.
The 100, right?
My focus, where we go. So now every coach focus now is, okay, the only way we can beat this young lady, barring the times that she's doing, barring the fitness that she has, is in the 100. So now you're getting all sprinters preparing for the 100. So the coaches would have said, okay, we're not going to go bother ourselves with the 2. We're not going to bother ourselves with all of this. We're going to stick with this 100 because for surety you want to leave with a medal. Yeah, everybody has said you might get silver or bronze in the 200. Wherever that falls, that's fall. Talou He's also a 100-meter sprinter now. So if 8 people are there in the finals or 9, wherever it falls, we are now talking about people preparing for that one race, that ultimate 100 meters. Yes, if Shericka wants the 1 and 2, it's gonna come with a price. And it's gonna come with a price. If I don't get the 200 record now, I have to look for it in the Olympics or in some meets that I might have within, some one-off meet, some one-race meet. And then she'll be more comfortable to say, okay, let me see if I can get this start going, this mid speed going, top end going all the way through. But you don't want to burn that athlete out in the 100 meters all the time, knowing that she's comfortable running the 2. Now she will take the 2 for granted and start just cruising through just because she's saving that energy for the 100 meter. So all of the aspects of you wondering, you have to put all of that in prospect so that you can understand that she is already dominating the 2. No, but I would, if I was a coach and I was a sprinter, I wouldn't be thinking about it. I would be more concerned about my 100 meter sprint. Where do I beat her? Where do I get the opportunity? I can't beat her over the 2. She's dominating the 2 right now. So I don't foresee nobody beating her over the 2 that easy. She might get beat, but not that easy. Yeah. So I would concentrate on the 100. With what you're saying is the coach is now gonna take her from the 2 to the 1 to see if she can get that speed going. Because if he does get that speed going, there goes the 2. Nobody can beat her because she has that strength now to go forward. Right. But so if he develops that speed and she uses that speed on the 2, she's comfortable, can go for the record anytime soon. So it's a give and take. Do you give up going for the 200 meter record to prepare yourself for a 100 meter try at double goal?
Yeah, get it.
Or you just go for double goal and leave the record alone.
Yeah, and obviously they want the record.
Right. So the record might be in a one-off races.
Right.
But in the round, remember you're talking about she's going to run 6 rounds now.
That's the thing, right?
So, right. So she can get close to the record. As I said, I am hopeful that she gets it. But logically, when you look at the record versus the time that she's doing, 10 seconds off. Is it 10 seconds?
No,
or less than 10
less
seconds?
than 10 seconds. Because it's 21, 3-4, and she did like 4-1. So yeah, like about a second. About a second, right? Because if it's not even a second, just a second, yeah. So maths people, working that out for us, please. Rory, and do some maths for me.
700 of a second. 700 of a second. And that's feasible. That's feasible with coaches telling you when to turn it up and when to steady it out. Because you're trying to cut each 100 of a second with a step. Remember that much. So she has to know that, okay, if I come out of the blocks real fast, I won't have that real fast finish. If I come out of the box, if on a normal pace and come off the curve in front, no, I can drive more because I have that energy because nobody come off of the curve with me. If that's the way it fluctuates. Everything works. Are you seeing Bolt? Let's use Usain Bolt when he broke that record. Remember, Usain Bolt usually come off the turn over everybody and goes through his routine. And when he goes through his routine is flying. Then the coach decides to listen. You have no competition coming off of the turn. The only competition you have is yourself and the time.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can. And the first anybody ever see Usain Bolt pip to the line. Mm-hmm. He pipped to the meaning, went through the line at full force. Usually, even when he set the first record, broke the first one, doing that, like, he never yet bowed down to the line. You shouldn't use the word, but he never did to the line. And this time he did. In other words, it was planned. Come off the turn, get up there, and then start running 100 meters. So it's all about planning. Elaine, Shericka, she has it in her. I've seen, as I say, I always go back to the things that I see her do. So she can finish as well as anybody else. We had a discussion about who running down who and who can run down who. Jackson can run people down. But Jackson can run you down when Jackson is running Jackson's race. But if you change Jackson from her race and try to run your race, your concentration level will change. Even in the relay, when everybody has said, Jackson can run out, but when Jackson look up, you have a finisher versus a finisher. And that's very hard to do. I explained that to you already. If there was a pocket rocket there, the gap will close quickly.
Yeah.
But that momentum would get the pocket rocket getting closer.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah.
So that's what we all have to look at. Our finishing speed. Our finishing speed is where, as the technology show you on the screen all the time, where the red is and the yellow is and the green is.
Yeah.
It shows you when she goes top end, and if she can maintain top end a little bit longer,
right,
just a little bit longer, she can get that record.
Yeah, like we were saying, you know, they need to train her like for 110 meters.
Well, you do a lot.
Yeah, I know. I was just joking around. Like she need to run, like she move the finish line to 110. So by the time
she have to put all that energy back.
So by the time she start trend down, she really crossed the real finish line. So one what she see is not really the, you know.
Okay. Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah. But that's just it. That's just it. So we established that Elaine is getting back in condition.
Right.
Not form, but condition.
Right.
And
a good look.
As remember we said, once she has that fire in her and say, listen, doubters gonna shut me down, lock me out, Jamaicans that doubt me if me ever do this. Everybody wants to see me come back healthy, but I can't come back without doing what I need to do for me. She's getting assistance now with this young lady, and this young lady has been with Stephen Francis for a while, and she knows how to work.
Osborne.
Yeah, she knows how to work it. She has been there long. She's like an apprentice who is trying to get this athlete back to where she was. And people, Marky, I'm not saying it was the husband who caused all of this. Injuries did that. A lot of injuries.
Yeah. Even she disclosed that she had some, what was it, like some splint, I don't remember, but there was another one apart from the regular injury that
she had something with her ear.
Yeah.
Right. So as I said, once she comes back healthy with less pain, and she's not gonna ever get out of this pain, but with less pain, she has the motivation to do well. One thing I can tell you about Jamaicans, once they're down and they know they can do better, look out. They will step up the game. They will, because they know that certain people are not supposed to have no X-stock over them. Jamaicans are proud people, you know, very proud.
Yeah, and that point, let me just go to the chat real quickly here, Mr. Portmore, just to let you know, guys, that, you know, I see your comments and I want to acknowledge them. So Justin, you're saying, when you understand track and field, you know when the time is right to break record or to break a record and run really fast. Shericka is the best two-way racer in track and field, best in 200 and one of the best in the 100. There are no athletes in track and field, I guess, that is a better two-way racer out there. As an athlete, breaking a record takes a lot. As I said last night, mind and body have to be in one. If she takes the record out of her mind, she will do it. Shericka needs to run without, I guess, without anything on her mind. To the caller that mentioned earlier about none of the athletes that take part in the World Athletics Championships haven't run the same time from what they run in the World Athletics Championships. I can tell you, okay, you can tell us the reason. Okay, I can tell you the reason for not running the same time in World Athletics Championships. One world record went today in one of the distance race. Yes, Altia, I saw that, and they had like pacemakers in that one. And Justin is saying their body is going through recycle, that's why. KJ, welcome to the chat. Love this conversation. Alte is saying, yes, I agree with the caller. Kiwi, good evening. Good evening to all the people tuning in from Duncan's in Trelawney. And Mark, I see you, Mark. I see you. I see you. Welcome, Mark. Colleen is saying Atto on NBC stated Shericka should have been in lane 7 or 8 today. Interesting. Yes, interesting too, Altia. And Abby, yes, Abby, shin splint. Yeah, that's the other injury that Elaine has there. Yeah. And Kiwi, there is no better place for Shericka to break the 200 meters record than to break it on Flojo's home soil. Oh my God. Hopefully it will be done next week. Kiwi, you know, easy, you know.
Well, that's the truth, isn't it?
You see, you guys remember to hit the like button. So just close the chat, hit the like button. And also, if you're new to this space, welcome, welcome. Let me know in the chat. And please hit the subscription button. And check if you have subscribed now, guys, because some of you, you're here and you're still not subscribed. Yeah. That one.
Can I make a comment?
Sure.
Can I make a comment on your callers? We're talking about what lane they should be in.
Oh, one of the comments in the chat. Yeah.
Right. All right. Let me see if I can enlighten them. You
no, the person said Otto. You know, Otto Brianna coach.
I'm gonna tell her why Otto said that. The height of an athlete determines how you can take that curve. If you're in lane 1, you'll have to lean a little bit more than anybody else to come off the curve with the pace that you have. You can never give Usain Bolt a lane 8, a lane 7, and a lane 6. Because if you give him that, he can stand up and run at you. Because that curve is not that sharp up there. Now people are surprised a lot of times when you're coming off the curve and you see that outside person look like they're gonna go backwards. And when them straighten up, they're there. Mm-hmm. She's a tall individual. So lane 7, lane 6 is the right lane for her. The perfect lane for her. Because now she don't, if she's in lane 3, lane 4, lane 5, she has to bend a bit to come around the curve.
Yeah, she was in 6. She was in 6 today.
Right. So she's in right at the category of not have to lean a little bit too much. Because anybody who runs a 200 know that lean of yours determine how you come off the curve, first, second, or third. Because there's a lot of gap to bend right here. And you can run close to the line. So that's the reason why I have to say she would be better in lane 7. Because our lane 6, whichever 7. Because now she would be standing up early and going in our stride. So that's the reason for it. A shorter person from the outside, nah. You like to see that shorter individual or the athlete with less height, I should say that, shorter. You'd love to see them in a lane 3, lane 4, lane 5, coming off of that curve with that speed. So that's just one of the comments where Otto said that's the reason for his statement.
Awesomeness. So, yeah, that was from Colleen. All right. I'm not sure if I acknowledge you there, Colleen. So thanks for sharing that. And Abby, I see you there. All right, Colleen was sharing again, lane 6. Yeah. So Shericka was in lane 6 for sure today. Yeah. So how is it? How is it? What is it like in Portmore now?
It's a bit cooler. We had an overcast today, no rain though, but it was overcast. It's a bit cooler. So we're not expecting any much rain right now, but it's a little bit cooler.
Yeah. And I'm seeing Kaywee's comment here. Shericka has to run closer to the inner line, leaning slightly in order to cut the 100th of a second from the time to break the record.
Give him a ticket. Him know exactly what we mean.
He was saying this, I think, last evening too. So this is Mr. Duncan. So hello, hello, hello.
Tell that individual that it's a difficult thing. You can't miss that step, because once you miss that step, now you're running too close to the line. You'll be infringing on the individual, whether them 10 foot behind you, 40 foot behind you. Yeah, it's a dangerous game to play.
Yep. But Kaylee
That's a
saying,
dangerous
you know,
game to play.
Shericka should do it at US style, so we leave it right there. So that take the cake tonight.
Yeah, that right.
That one took the cake for sure. Like I wasn't even thinking that, but now you say it and we put it into perspective, like it makes sense. It makes sense. Wholly percents. Wholly percents.
We have the voice here. We have the voice.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah.
I guess you're going to call me back because I don't hear from Soji yet. So Soji is probably going to call a bit later because he was.
I will, yeah. And as soon as Soji come on, I'll be back. Because me and Soji have a lot to talk about, because I saw something in the race where only Soji probably see. So I don't think your viewers them noticed that much. So because everybody was focusing on just what Shericka is gonna run our time.
Yeah, for sure. We'll circle back.
Yeah, the last 50 meters wasn't as well as I thought. And I'm gonna put in perspective the atmosphere. So it wasn't like what I see, because coming off that bench, she was a better time coming off the bench than the last time.
Yeah, like she looked as if she was going to get it. Then I was like, oh my God, no, not today. Not today. Yeah, but she did her thing, and we're still proud of you, Shericka. Yeah. And you know, you got records, girl, but we're going to US because that's where Kiwi said that's the place you should go and get it. So we're going to keep it like that.
And don't be surprised if you get like 100, 200 of a second off.
So let me ask you this, Mr. Portmore. If she were to break the record, right? What time do you think she would run?
Oh,
because I'm right. Yeah, I put a lot of people, and I gave my time to, you know. I gave my time, and I have times here, you know. So let me hear you.
Listen. I'm not gonna put my neck on the block and give her time. Why? Because if I do give her time, I'm expecting a little bit too much. Because that record, 21:37, 34 is
we know. And that's why I was sending Shericka over to the US to do it. So guys, we want prayer. All the prayer warrior them, all the positive wind where we can get legal wind. You know, we don't want a headwind. we want everyone a tailwind. Want a tailwind. So the positive one, and you know, we want good weather. Jamaican like condition should be good. On a wet track.
Yeah.
We want everything, you know. We want a good strong Shericka. And we want some people to push her to the curves. So she run like a faster. You know, the first 150 there. So
you'll have to get pocket rocket ready.
Yeah, to do
just
that.
To take her off the turn.
The first 150.
Just to put her off the turn.
Yeah, for sure. Yep.
Now Shericka is good at the 200. She will never beat the pocket rocket coming off of that curve. She's an excellent curve runner. That little girl that you see right there.
Sure.
And I call her little girl, but she's still a little girl in heart.
Yeah, that's Miss Shelley for you guys. Yeah.
I will what's her name? Richardson is in the race too. With fire in her for sure. She said she's gonna quiet down Jackson.
Well, she is in the 100 for sure, because I see them doing promo, but I guess she qualifies for the 200, so I'm hopefully she doubles.
She's not gonna run that thing. If she has a choice, she's gonna leave that 200 alone.
Well, perhaps, yeah. But it appears as if Shericka wants to double.
That's the plan. That was the plan from day one, to double. That's the plan, to double. But coaches have to be smart, athletes have to be smart. This is basically the last meet for the year, right? Yeah. This is the last meet for the year.
Yeah, for the Diamond League. Perhaps them have some little something. I think I see some continental tour something, but yeah.
Right. So the coach have to be smart with how he angles the athlete now. It's out of Shericka's and total, because she have to now depend on the coach with an experience and know what to do.
Yeah.
So this is where it is.
All right. So we'll definitely circle you back, Mr. Portmore.
Yes, and tell Soji to call quick and soon.
So once him come on, yeah, you'll hear from him.
So have fun, my viewers. Keep the questions coming and let's see if we can find the answer to them.
Awesomeness. All right. So
and I want to hear them talk and question you, because you're getting whole heap of education where that is concerned right now.
Yeah, everybody sharing and chipping in and giving their bits, you know. I know Justin, you're going to call me, so want to hear from you. Altia, I know you're going to call as well, so we want to hear from you as well. And anyone else in the chat, please feel free to call us. It's okay, you're safe with us, and we want to hear from you.
Mr. Portmore, I'm paused right now.
All right, so thanks for calling, and I guess we'll hear back from you soon.
Okay, have a good one.
All right, you too. All right, so hello to all the people tuned in, you know, from Portmore, St. Catherine in Jamaica. Hello to you from the Voices in Education. So, okay, we saying, do it up a flow, Joe, play Shericka, because that would be so special indeed and memorable. All right, so okay, we saying, do it up there. That's where you should do it, right up there. All right, Shericka, they're saying, you know, well, Kiwi is saying, and I guess some of us were agreed, that's where you should go and do it. So I was going to say, just do it like Nike, but I don't think Shericka is a Nike. Shericka isn't Nike, right? I don't think so. All right, so welcome if you're just tuning in, and let me just take this call. Hello, caller, you're live.
Hello, good night. How are you doing?
I'm good, Justin. How are you?
I'm blessed. Can't complain. But you know what? I never get your name now.
Natasha Lee.
Okay, Natasha Lee.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, Lee. Oh, Lee. Just like the hurricane name.
Not the time. Well, the last name is Thompson, all right? So
Okay,
All
okay,
right,
okay.
let's work with that. But Lee not, I hope Lee not causing any problems.
No, not at all. We haven't get any effect yet. It's a possibility that we're gonna start get effect from maybe tomorrow afternoon.
Okay.
But it's weakened a bit. But we're still gonna get some rain and a little bit.
We're getting a little feedback.
You getting a feedback?
Yeah. Like a squeaky.
Okay. Say that again?
Like we're getting like a squeaky sound.
Okay. Because I was decided I was going outside, but I'm gonna come back inside. Is it better now?
Yeah. I think
okay,
so.
It's better, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Yes, it's so much to talk about. I know, a lot of you guys are disappointed, but like I said, I talk the facts. I just don't talk because I want to talk. I know what I'm talking about. So, first thing, what the first question what the first thing you want me to talk about? Because there are a lot of stuff I want to talk about.
Just take it away. Just take it away.
Okay, just take it away. Okay, first let me hit on Miss Thompson-Herah. Good to see she's making strides. She's coming back here. She's running with a smile on her face. I don't know if you remember when I first called in. I mentioned something about I felt like that, Jamaicans and even not really the Jamaican fans, more like the track and field in Jamaica, like turned their back on Elaine and not giving her the respect that she deserved, even when she was withdrawn from the relay team. It's like, okay, you're just another athlete, but she's the fastest woman alive, and it counts to something,
Right.
So, seeing her getting back in the, running with a smile on her face, it's a good thing. It shows that what she's doing now, who she's the coach that she has now, it shows that it's working. But also, people have to remember, like somebody just mentioned on the chat tonight, that she had an injury, and people does not really get injury and come back and run fast right away. It takes time because the injury have to heal. You have to get back in your physical mode of running and then get your body into peak condition. And she was no way close to peak condition, but the more run that she have under her belt would be very important for her and would do her justice, which shows tonight that you run less than a week ago, 11 flat, if I'm not mistaken. Then come back and run 10, 9,
2. Yeah.
and then come back. Huh?
Yeah, 10, 9, 2.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. And then you came back a few days later and you run 10, 8. So it's showing that you're making progress. And they always say never underestimate the heart of a champion, because she's a champion. She's the Olympic champion. So, it's good to see she getting back in fine forms. I said, even we have a conversation today at my work, pertaining to, Miss Thompson-Herah probably would be a favorite for the gold medal in Paris. I would not say she's not a favorite. Anybody that take part in a final or enter in the Olympics, they have to be one of the favorites. There's a reason why they are there. Because the funny thing about it, track and field is not like other sports. You can figure that, you can tell yourself that, hey, I'm the best runner out there, but if you're not the best runner on the day, you're not world champion.
Yeah.
You're not world champion. So on that day, you have to be at your best. So, it's good. It's great to see, Elaine is back, and she's not really back. She's heading in the right direction. Running fast again. What I observe about Elaine, I don't know if anybody observed this, but like I say, when I watch race, I watch, their farm and how what I'm seeing with her her feet is turning over faster than before. So it's telling me she's getting back into that kind of running pattern that she had before. So that's why you're seeing she's running faster, because her foot speed is turning over faster than maybe a week ago. Just go back, when you get some time and you're by yourself, go back and watch the 10-11 flat race and watch the 10-8 race. And you see the difference in terms of our foot speed, how fast it's turning over.
All right, that's a good point there. I'll definitely go
Yeah.
back and look at that.
Yeah, right. Now on to the potential world record that Miss Lee been slapping in my face last night. And I'm telling Miss Lee, no, she's not going to do it. Not only that, I was pretty close to predict her time.
Yeah, I said it too, that you came the closest. You told us 21:50.
Right, and he's 2 seconds off of, two.
Yeah. 100.
Right.
Yeah.
On the right. No, what we have to understand that world record is not something that you just tell yourself or put your mind and say you're going to break it. It's a mind thing. Does she have the potential to break the world record? Yes, she does. She have all what it takes to break the record. But the most important thing, she's holding space in her mind, in her head. And that's big space, which is you're thinking about it too much. Just run your race. Just feel free. And she will break the record. She's running with a tag on her back, saying, I'm going to break it, I'm going to break it. She's too anxious to break it. So that's one of the reasons why she will not break the record today. The main reason why I said last night that she's going to run 21.5 and not break the record, her body is not ready yet. She can tell us that she's resting. But when your body is going through a cycle, because your body peak for two times, as in your body peaks for the main competition of the year, which will be World Athletics. Remember now, your body have to go through a cycle, because your body we're now in September. So you have September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June. You have 9 months to recycle your body to get it back up to peak condition for the Olympics. There's no athlete that is going to maintain peak condition for 1 whole year. That's impossible. It's unheard of. Maybe it happened that I don't know. So your body has to go through a cycle again to get the energy, the recovery, muscle stimulated, everything to get it back to peak condition that you can run your fastest. So that is why I said that she would not break the record. And if you realize I mentioned that when I say she will run 21:50, if you realize I didn't even put her to run the fastest time that she ran in the World Championship. Do you remember that?
Right, yeah.
Right. It's because I know she was not going to run the fastest time. I know she was not going to run the time that she ran in World Athletics, because again, it could come back to recycle, to repeat. It's just like this Hurricane Lee. It was a category 5, and it now come down to a category 4. It's weakened to regain strength, because it's now replacing the eye wall, because the eye wall now has reached its peak. So it has to break down to gain back strength again. It's the same in athletics and sports. So this is why I was so confident that I know she would not break the record. But she was telling us, hey, she was but I know it was going to happen. But you mentioned something tonight when you said that if she is running the world record time in practice, I kind of remember I told you, I don't know if it's last night or a couple of days ago, that the reason why they're talking about world record is because she's running these times in practice regular.
Right.
So there is no way that you're going to come blatantly and say, my man is not on the world record without you showing it in training. It's because she's showing it in training, you know, is the reason why there's so much, hey, this is the perfect time. You've been running constantly 10:40, 10:30 high in training. So there's a possibility that you can execute this in a race. But like I said, it's too close. For me, the perfect time for her to break the record would be for the Olympics. I think that she would more ready because her body will already go through that cycle to repeat her peak condition, so she can run the time that she can really run. So that's the other thing.
Wonderful. So some good points there in the context of understanding how the body works, you know, for an athlete there. And you're right, because you know a lot of, so Sha'Carri, we're not seeing any 10-6s, you know, so that's a good point there, you know, just coming from, as you said, that peak event where the body is, you know, prepared to perform at its optimum. So yeah, we take that.
Yes, because it's evidence, it's there. Because leading up on like a month or 2, even 3 months before the World Championship, you remember Shakira Richardson was constantly running in 10:7 and make it look effortlessly, because her body now was going through the cycle of gaining peak condition for the World Championship. No, her body is going through a recycle. So when she ran the race the other day, she won it in what, 10:82 or something like that? Or 10:81?
Perhaps some 10:8, yeah.
Right. So her body will go through with that cycle, because now she's now replacing to get her body now to, because her body really was peak for 10:6, and it shows. So now she's telling herself, and based on what the knowledge that I have about sports and track and field, I can tell you this much. She's eyeing, hey, she probably not eyeing the record yet because she still have time, because she have age behind of her. She would have to tell herself that I'm now comfortable running 10:6. My next step is to run comfortably 10:5. That's her challenge now. I can tell you that's what the coach is thinking about at this present moment. Same with Elaine coach. They're gonna go back in they're gonna go back in the training ground and say, hey, we get you back at 10:8. We need to constantly have you at 10:8. And then now we can move on to the next level to get you back at 10:7. You know? So, like I said, it's a cycle that the body go through. The other thing that I want to mention too is that the caller said tonight that he think that Shericka should leave the 200 and go back to the 100 for now. Am I correct?
Which caller?
I think your last caller.
No, perhaps I was asking, so it was just my wonder. Like I was asking that, you know, perhaps Shericka is going for the record. I was just putting something out there, you know, that I am, you know, theorizing that perhaps she wants the record right now for the 200, where they can go back and I guess fix her race for the 100, especially, you know, that end of her race there. And then that would perhaps, you know, getting the record. Yes, she knows that she can win the 200. So the emphasis going into Paris would not be to get that, you know, record in the 200, but just to win the race and then try to show up in the 100, you know, stronger. That was just what I was theorizing. Yeah.
Okay, so let's go to some facts here. Because you know, when you talk to me, I'm coming with facts. I'm not going to talk because I want to talk. I'm coming with facts. No, we all have to understand this, because I think we get carried away because the fact that Shericka is the best by a million mile in the 200, and she's supposed to be the world champion in the 100, and we're trying to figure out, okay, then why the reason why she lost. No. Has Shericka ever run 10-6 in her life?
Perhaps the only time was that
before the Jamaican Olympic World Championship. She ever run 10-6 in her life?
Not officially that I know of, no.
Okay. You know what her personal best was before that time?
I don't remember, but probably 10-7 something there.
Yeah, her personal best was 10:72.3, somewhere around there. And she's been running. She run. That was her personal best. No, you cannot expect someone to run the fastest time in their life and running the fastest time in their life. They were not under no competition. That's number one. Two, not saying that she cannot go faster, but it will take too much from her to do 100 training, because remember, 100 training is different from 200 training.
Mm-hmm.
Because she will have to fix a lot of things in the 100 meters to go faster.
Right.
One of the things that she would have to fix is her foot speed in the 100 meter. Her turnover in her foot is on her knee. Her knee and her heel are going too in an angle. It's not turnover fast enough, so she can build speed and maintain that speed. Because I don't think her main problem is building speed. I think the problem is to hold that speed and then go faster in the 100 meter. Like I said, there's a lot of things that we have to look at. I believe before Shericka finish athletics, she's going to run 10-6 very low, 10-5 high possibility. But it's all depend on how she work on her top end speed. Sometimes top end speed is something that are gifted in you, and then you can increase it by training. So that's another thing that we look at. So you're not going to really get much faster. She's not going to get really much faster than 10:65 for me. Just my opinion. I could be wrong, because I'm human, I'm not God. But
yeah, we understand.
I will left to see exactly what happened in that department pertaining to her running below 10:6. So that be with that department when the person was you were saying about 100 meters. The other thing that I see tonight with the race, because when I watch over the race, you watch for every simple little details, because in sports, it's all about details. What you think that she could have done wrong? I think she won a perfect race. Like I said earlier, her mind have to be empty. Not having world record on her mind. But also, I think she took that curve a little bit wide to me. And also, I don't know. Maybe I've seen things. The bends and the curves look a little bit wider than usual. So these are some of the things that we have to look at when you're watching the race too. How she turned, how she make the bend, how she react when coming off of the bend, all these things. So these are things that we can put into perspective, as in going forward for her to make some sort of adjustment so we can see that world record. But I'm not going to see that world record until I think probably the Olympic, if she's going to break it.
Okay, so you're saying it's not until Paris?
Yes, yes.
Not until
Yes.
Paris. So okay, so at that time I can just say merci, merci beaucoup.
Yes, I will leave it at that. I will leave it at that. Merci beaucoup. I only know the broken one, like Sakafet, you know.
I am learning, and I also do it while I'm learning. I also share on this platform as well, French Fridays. So if you want to learn a word or two,
yeah. You speak French?
No, I'm learning it, so I can, I guess, help myself a little bit.
Okay. It's not a language that I'm really keen on learning because I just say, you know, French is the language of love. I don't know how that works, but you heard about that too?
Yeah, I guess usually like, you know, Latin languages, I guess some, you know, yeah.
Yeah, I'm more keen to learn Spanish because Spanish is a leading language. You know that, right?
I guess, or Mandarin, I don't know where that falls, but I haven't checked.
No,
so
Spanish,
I don't know.
no. Spanish is a leading language in the world, but English is, okay, I should put it this way. Spanish is the more country in the world speak Spanish than English, but English is the leading language of the world.
Okay.
Yeah, you can always check it out. Yeah, so yeah, like I said, I know some of you know, you feel disappointed, and you're probably saying to the boy, Justin, right? No, Justin, like he, you know. So when you called in my name earlier, as you said, you're probably saying, hey, boy, Justin, like he, you know, he cooking a soup there, and like, you know what he cooking.
No, you can go back and listen. Like I said, like you predicted this pretty much. You came the closest in terms of the time. You said she wasn't going to get the record, and I was like, well, Justin, if you're here, we know we'll hear from you soon.
Yeah, you know why? You know why that happened? Why maybe I may be closer than, because I know you guys are being very patriotic, but I'm being patriotic to the sport, not to my country or the person, but I'm being patriotic to the sport. I guess most of the caller will be, who is in the chat is more patriotic, as in, I'm Jamaican, I want to see the Jamaican do it, and she's going to do it. But I'm being patriotic to the sport and know when the right time for her and when she's going to do it. So that's just me, you know. So it's not thing. But the other thing that I mentioned today, I mentioned tonight on the chat too. She's the best two-way sprinter in the whole track and field. So I need people to understand what I mean two-way sprinter. What I mean, her dominance in both events. There's not an athlete that dominate a field in two field like how she does it. She's basically dominant in the 100. She's also dominant in the 200 meters. She's pretty much, let me go out and tell you this right now. She's the greatest of all time at this present moment in the 200 meters. There's no one better. The only thing that Flojo have over her, she have the fastest time. But Flojo was not on her level, you know, running those time. I heard somebody mention, you know, mention something on the group chat. I always believe to keep it clean and keep it fair. And you're not guilty until you're called. You're not guilty until what?
We get it, Justin.
Right. Yeah, you're innocent till proven guilty. So yeah, let's not go into
let's leave that alone. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the record, and that's the record, and you know what?
Right. But I can clearly see Jamaica should feel proud of Miss Shericka Jackson. She's the best in the 200 meter of all time. I don't think in my book, I don't think no one come close to her when it comes to the greatest female 200 sprinter of all time. The 100-meter, it's a different thing. Yet still, I would still believe that she's the best two-way because she's still 1 or 2 in the 100-meter, if you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we still have a lot, as Caribbean people, because Jamaica also represents Antigua because we are a Caribbean country. So I'm going to root for my Jamaicans. But, like I said, when I first called in, Shakira Richardson's story, caught me. So I'm a big fan of her. But, I'm going to support my Jamaicans because you represent the Caribbean, not only Jamaica. You're not only representing Jamaica, you're representing all Caribbean country. So I will be flying that red, yellow, and green flag. Black, green, and gold flag.
Now you get it.
So right. So that's about it. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Because I want to give person the opportunity to call in and talk as well, so I can listen to and maybe give a call back to maybe talk about something that a caller call in and mention. So, and also I like when caller call in and maybe talk about something that I brought up in the conversation when talking to you or even in the group chat. You can reach out. Hey, Justin, I think such and such. I want to hear their opinion as well. From their perspective, or what they think about my opinion pertaining to the information that I'm giving you guys. Pertaining to the athletes, the time that they're running, how body recover, all these, etc., etc. So, I'm interested to hear all these things.
Yeah, for sure. And we love hearing from you for sure.
Right. There's other things that they like, because there's something I want to mention as well. Because I don't think you ever asked me, how I come about getting on your channel. I get it on your channel. Well, your channel pop up on my YouTube channel because I always go into track racing in terms of hear what different people have to say about track and field and so forth. And then the pot cover, that thing in the pot caught my attention. I'm like, these people are really passionate. So when you hit in the pot, they draw me attention and see how the chat room was reacting to how the World Championship was,
Props, that was not me, Props.
Huh?
So you saw somebody hitting the pot cover?
Well, not seeing, but like hearing, I don't know.
I'm not sure if it was here. Props not here, but yeah, they're passionate about it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So, so I go into it and I accept it and I watch and I listen and I see the interested, conversation that you guys having. And I felt like, hey, this feel like something I want to be a part of because naturally I don't really be on social media like that because sometimes it's just a headache. But I'm interested. Your program has been wonderful. I'm enjoying it. That's why I tune in nightly because if we wasn't interested, probably would come the first time and that would be it. But it's really interesting. It's educational. It's you're getting to meet people from different parts of the world, which is fun.
Awesome. And we get to hear from you. And as you said, we're hearing from everyone and persons, have a voice, and I love that.
Very much so. So I'm gonna give the line a break now and give other person to call in. I will listen in. I will still send I will be in the chat, still sending some convo.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Justin.
No problem, my dear.
All right. And again, hello to the people of Antigua and Barbuda tuned in. All right. So I am seeing here Altia. Oh, Colleen first is saying, yes, folks are ignoring that Elaine is the fastest woman alive. And Altia sharing that 10.72, I guess for Shericka Jackson there. Elaine wasn't trying to do 10.54 when she made it. Elaine, when relaxed, I guess Elaine was relaxed and, got the world record in the 100. Let me just take this call. Hello, caller, you're live.
Hello, good night.
Good night. This sounds like Altia.
Sure.
Wonderful. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Awesome. Awesome. And what's happening in Lincoln?
Well, cool. Everybody just relaxing.
Okay. Wonderful. Take it away. Would love to hear from you.
Yes. So I posted earlier about the two records Shericka got. Yes. So nobody knew. Merlin Otti had, I think it was discussed last night that Merlin Otti had the record.
The meeting record. Yeah.
Yes. That is 32 years.
I think from about
so that.
Yeah, 1991. So that would make it about 32 there-ish, yeah.
Yeah. So she took it down from 2164 to what, 2148?
Right.
Yeah. All right. The next record she got was the Diamond League record.
Right.
Yeah. So she took it from Shawnee Miller Weber. So her name pronounced. Yeah. She had it what? 2019. She did it. 2170. So she took it from 2174 to 2148. That's a Diamond League record. Right. And it's out of 4 times she has the 3 at the fastest time out of 4.
Yeah. So she she has what, 20 a short 2141, 2148. Elaine's time is what, 2153, and perhaps she has another one in the 50s, perhaps somewhere there.
Yeah, somewhere there, yeah. Yeah, so that's that. That's what I have on Shericka's record for today.
Awesome. So are you expecting Shericka to go to Eugene and do what Kaylee is saying in the chat that she should do? Just go to Eugene and do it. She needs to do it. She needs to get it done on American soil.
I say keep the mindset and go for it. Yes.
Okay.
Reason being, and I say fresh. When Elaine did the 10-5-4 in Eugene that year, a lot of analysts and persons were saying, okay, I think this same year was the year Elaine should go for the world record because she was at peak and whatever. Elaine didn't, and we all know what happened. So what I'm saying, the mindset is there. Go for it.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're open to see that for sure. We're just open to see that,
Yeah. Also, what I get to learn to understand about Brussels track, I heard it is the widest curve out of all of the tracks.
Okay.
It is the widest curve. Yep.
Okay, so, and I think Justin just, mentioned that he was wondering if he was seeing things correctly, but I guess you sharing this now is, supporting what his eyes were seeing.
Yep. And it really looks wide for you. Way wide. And I'm looking in the chat. Nobody does seem to be typing in the chat.
They're listening to the voice, man. You're They want to hear your voice, so they're just doing that. So they're, they're listening to the words, listening to your voice, and yeah.
Okay, yeah. So that's that. At Colleen, at the 70 Elaine wasn't trying to do 10-5-4 when she made it. Elaine went relaxed. And the thing about that race in Eugene, Elaine's 10-5-4, what she had in her surroundings, yes, some good pacemaker in Shericka and Shelly. They were her pacemaker in the 100-meter. Because she knows that she had to run out her life, but they would be coming at her. I don't think they were really paying Shakara any mind at that time, because they know she wasn't at it like that. But yeah, that's that. I believe if Shericka had a push though, she would have done a better time. She didn't have a push like in the World Championship finals, where she knew where I have a Gabby that lowered my world lead in a couple of hours. Yeah. Yeah, remember, because after Gabby running, Gabby said, well, Shericka motivated me to run it. So in a World Championship, she have come up against Gabby now. Yeah, me have to run up my life. I show Gabby for me. And it's the number one.
Yeah, I'm the one.
Yeah, but she never have that. And yes, she knows Shakara is going to come like Jet, like that and Talua, all of them. She never have that today. So she was on her own today. Then she made 2 steps, she passed Daryl Nita. And it was over.
Yeah,
so
and she did. Yeah, she did well on her own. So I guess having some other things in place, So probably Eugene. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. And
on her own with no win either.
Yeah, it was barely any win for her. Probably like 0.0 something. Yeah, but there wasn't any win there. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's that. At least we can stay back with something instead.
Yep.
Just in case I back up something he said, because I heard him say he would love the other callers to come and back up or extend on something he said. So yeah.
Guess Justin is listening and hearing you. So perhaps he'll respond in the chat there. And if you're just tuning in, guys, welcome to the conversation. We're just talking about what happened in Brussels earlier today. So if you'd like to share, you can definitely participate by sharing in the live chat or phone the number that you see on screen. We would love to hear from you. And Justin is saying, yes, that's true, Colleen. All right. So Justin is responding there in the chat.
Yeah.
So I guess Justin will respond to you soon, Althea. So we'll see that eventually. And if you have not yet hit the subscription button, please go ahead and hit the subscription button. All right. Let's keep on expanding together. I know. Oh, I guess I should just ask you, Althea, how did you discover this channel?
I was on YouTube and just see the live come up and I said, let me go on it. And that's it. So I keep getting the notifications and all of that because I do subscribe.
Okay, awesome. And what's your experience here so far?
I've learned a lot and I like it. This is the only one I can call in.
Okay.
I've been on a lot of channel and no calling. You just have to use the chat.
Okay. Well, everyone has a voice and, we want to hear, voices because sometimes, I don't know everything and I do not go and profess as if I know everything. And there's so much you can get from, you know, just listening and to other people and learning from them. You might just, oh, I never think of this in that way, you know, just even, you know, those things, and you're just learning something new, learning, you know, I'm from Jamaica and I never hear about Lincoln, but now I know that, you know, there's a place, Lincoln, that is very close to Unplay. You see, I remember, you know. And I'm
Yeah.
like, when is Althea going to bring over the congregation? So yeah, so it's Shiloh Apostolic, right? Did I get that right?
Yeah.
So hello to
Yeah.
all the people there, you know, of Shiloh Apostolic Church. All right, hello to you. Yeah, so I always love hearing from persons because it's important. It's as if, you know, in Jamaica, sometimes I don't want to talk about politics, but let me just use it. You'll hear government telling you things. Sometimes as a person, you know, you can get to ask so many questions. You know, you would love to see them. You would love to see Mr. Andrew or Mr. Mark to say, what's going on? Why this happened, you know? And even though you have your MP, sometimes when they go in parliament, how much times they come and ask you in the constituency or keep a meeting to find out, oh, what are the problems you're experiencing? So sometimes that is not there. So your voice is not necessarily represented, apart from when you vote for them, you just know that, okay, they're going to represent you, and I put you in quotation because sometimes they just represent themselves. So it's just giving persons the opportunity to to speak. And even when we reach, you know, we 5 million or millions and we counting with subscribers, because you know we gotta speak it into being, it's going to have the same vibe, you know, people calling and, you know, wanting to hear from persons. So it's going to be that, and I really love it, and I appreciate, you know, your support, everyone's support here in just keeping this space so positive and safe, and just, you know, allowing each of us to feel, you know, welcome and a sense of belonging, a sense of, you know, community here. So that's very much appreciated.
Yeah. And I'm seeing the chat just said, but I honestly believe she will do it when she's back and in peak condition. Well, from the interview I watched, the training partner Anthony Strawn from Bahamas, who came second today. Yeah, she was interviewing her, and Shericka said, not even in a
training. Nobody run after. Yeah. She take it seriously, man. I saw it.
She take it serious like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Shericka said no. So no, not even no. You're not run left me. No, she was yeah, she was very bad.
Yes, and I believe she has, although it's not in that camp. From the track, it was last year she did that, what, 21.54 in the 200 at trials. Yeah, I heard in a commentary, Bruce James, exactly, said that Shelly told Shericka before she ran it that it was in her legs. Yeah. And Shelly was in that race to come second, I think. Yeah. So he has more than enough to motivate her.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Let me see the chat here. Kiwi saying, for real, welcome everyone here. It's a great show. Thanks, Kiwi. And okay, Althea, you read that comment there from Justin. And Justin is saying, but I honestly believe she will do it when she's back, I guess, at, you know, peak condition. And Colleen, I am a Jamaican. Love sprinting. Okay, Colleen, great stuff, Jamaican. All right, so yeah,
Oh, and one more thing. I
sure,
hear
go ahead.
persons talking about Shakari. I'm not sure if it was here, but just to say that we must remember that this is the young year we have America dominating like that. As what 20 years since they win the world title in the female section. So we had it going.
Well, I can't put a figure to the in terms of years, but it's been a while.
Yes, but Shelly has been winning since 2009.
It's been a
I
while.
think I don't remember who. I don't remember who win the year when she was injured. I don't remember who, but it was not an American.
So it's been a yeah, it's been a while for them for sure. So yeah. But kudos to Shakari, just bouncing back, and
Yes.
I've always said it, it's not how you fall sometimes, it's how you get up. And this it's life, and there's so much that we can take away from athletes and their stories, what they go through, just their experiences, and just to see where she was and where she is now. She's better, that's what she's saying, she's better. And so more power, more light, more strength to her. And this is another twist that I don't really want to bring it up like that, but I feel that as Black people, we ought to understand when you're in North America, right? It's just they see color. They will say that they're not, like they don't, but they do. And so it's Black or white. So when you see Black people, like from North America, succeeding and doing so well, more power to them, because it's not easy just living. When you think about racism, like in Jamaica we have a class problem, but in North
Yeah.
America it's a race problem. And we might and let me make this clear: any form of discrimination, no form of discrimination is good. Like, discrimination is just discrimination, and it's not good. In Jamaica, say for example, I am from, the Garrison, I get a community, right?
Yeah.
Yes, naturally, if you know that I am from the Garrison, you might, frown upon me, look down on me because, social status, I am pretty much at the bottom of the ladder. But in Jamaica, right, I can just put on some nice clothes and say, for example, I can, help myself with the talking, and I go uptown. I decide to go uptown, and I am in uptown space. And, certain places, if you don't have, certain context in terms of perhaps money, or you're from a particular class, you won't be in certain places. But by virtue of saying, okay, having the money and being there, they are probably going to treat you like an uptowner, for wanting a better word, because you're in that space, right? So they can't recognize that you're from the Garrison at that point. But in North America, wherever you go, you are Black. That's what they see first.
Yeah.
So you could go downtown, uptown, you could go KFC, or you decide, yeah, go whichever iron restaurant. You're still Black. You're still Black. And
Yeah.
sometimes, or most times, you're treated based on your color. So, more strength and power to more strength and power to Black women and Black people in general. We have been through so much as a people, and I feel like if we come together more, there's so much more greatness that we can unleash. So for sure. And yeah, just inserting that there. So kudos to Shakari. And let me see, Kiwi saying if Shericka doesn't break the record this year, she will do it next year. And yeah, that's what Justin was saying, that she's going to do it, you know, Paris would be more likely. And Justin here, Tori, okay, won the World Athletics Championships in 2019. So it's been 4 years. The Jamaicans, I guess 4 years, Jamaica won the 100-meter final. Okay. So thanks for sharing that, Justin.
Yeah, I guess Justin post that Tory won 2019. It wasn't 2009, I think it's 2017 when Shelley had the maternity leave. Shelley won 2019 and went back last year again.
No, it's 2023, you know.
Yes. Remember Shelley won last year in Eugene?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
And this year
so
again.
she was defending her title from Doha. Shelley won in Doha.
Let me get I'm gonna try and pull that up, see if I can get that information.
Yes, but I think maybe it's 2017 when she had a baby, or 18 or somewhere there.
Let me just see.
When she was pregnant, somewhere there, yeah, something like that. Check it.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can get that World Athletics. That is, I don't want that. I don't know if they have like a
I think if you Google it, you will find it.
I'm Googling, but I wanted to just get it from, you know, World Athletics, like their page. And
but I think if the world championship site will pop up when you Google it.
Yeah, I'm Googling.
Easier to find it.
Yeah, I'm in there, but I don't know. Sometimes it's not as friendly. So I guess that is something that we can check out. I'm going to
try and see if it will come up.
So I'm just checking. Let me check the chat. So Colleen is saying here, she won the silver medal in the 100 meters and bronze in the 200 meters at the 2016 Rio Olympics, bronze and gold in the 100 at the 2015 and 2017 World Championships. Were you referring to Colleen?
Yeah, see if you have attack in your fan, you already.
You're fine. Okay, good.
Yes, Shelley Fraser Price was crowned as the fastest woman on the planet for the astounding fourth time. The Jamaica sprinter sprinted to goal with us. But they call it scintillating 10 scintillating. Thank you. 10.71 seconds performance at the IWF World Athletics Championship in Doha.
Okay, so.
Yes.
And
with that
Justin
one.
is saying, yes, Tori won in 2017. So they're talking about Tori.
Shelley was out that year.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think it was 2019, Talu got the bronze.
Not
and
too
Dina
sure.
got the silver. Dina Ashasin got the silver.
But Dina was a world champion, right? Dina won in Doha.
I think it's in the two.
In the 200 in Doha.
200, yeah.
Perhaps, yeah. Yeah. All right. Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah, Elaine was in that race. Elaine came fourth.
Yeah, Elaine does not usually,
Yeah,
you
she
know,
studied, yeah,
struggle. Yeah,
for the
she
world championship.
yeah.
I'm praying for that individual medal in world championship.
She has one. She got
I really
bronze.
don't.
She has a bronze.
I think possibly in the 200.
She has a bronze from the
I
last
want she
world
got to give me
champions.
one.
She has a bronze from the last world championship in the 100, right? Yeah.
Yes, just last year, yeah. But
Yeah.
I really want her to get that.
Yeah, for sure. So I guess, you know, as we see with Elaine, she's improving. And so, you
Yeah.
know, we can just hope for the best for, you know, all the athletes so that they can, you know, move forward and, you know, do well. So, you know, just to let you know too that Rashid McDonald, like he won his race today, 44.84.
Yes.
And Shanieka Ricketts, she did
PB.
PB, yes, 15:01. So just to bring those two other athletes, you know, into our conversation
Yes. So
too.
we have 4 winners today in
Yeah.
Brussels. That's great.
Yeah, so Jamaicans were shining bright like a diamond. You get it, people? It's a
Yeah.
diamond league and shine bright like a diamond. All right, I can't sing it. But you're on choir, you know, you should have sing first, you know, because you're on choir, right?
Not tonight. Saving the voice for tomorrow.
Okay, okay, all right. No worries, no pressure. No worries, no pressure. Colleen, we would love to hear your voice if you'd love to
That's,
call
you know, I'm about to say that too.
and share.
Jam America. Jam America need to call you.
Yeah, that we get some Jamaican accent.
Yeah. So Colleen.
You hear that
I'm gonna
one?
hang up and make
Yeah.
she call.
For sure, Colleen, would love to hear your voice.
Come tell us some more things that you heard the commentator saying today when you're watching.
We'd love to hear from you, Colleen. Let me just go back and, you know,
Yes,
check the chat.
I'm gonna hang up and let Colleen call.
All right. Thanks, Althea. Thanks for calling and thanks for coming over and supporting. You know, really appreciate it.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So let me just take this call. Where did the call go? Hello, caller. You're live.
Yes, this is Colleen calling from Orlando, Florida.
Hello, Colleen. It's so nice to hear your voice.
Yes, I call myself Jam American because I've been in the United States over 50 years. So,
Wow.
but I spent 25 years in the military.
Oh.
And so I lost contact with Jamaica, but it's the athletic parts that have me on YouTube connected to Jamaica, learning about Jamaica, things that I don't remember. And but I love Elaine Thompson, and I'm always rooting for her, praying for her, and hoping that the Jamaican teams as a whole be more unified, even if you know you've been competitive, but still it takes a unity even for the 4x1 relays, you know, and you can see when Jamaica missed it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So now that you have heard my voice, and another thing, I lived in England 3 years when I was in the military station over there. So my accent is all over the place: Alabama, Georgia, New York, Florida, Texas. So it's weird.
That's okay. It's not weird here. That's okay. Remember, you know, each of us, we bring, you know, our voice here and that's unique to you, you know. literally, and so that's totally okay. So how did you discover this space, this channel?
Well, I used to teach nursing school. I'm a registered nurse by profession. And I just saw the voices of education, and I started looking to it, and then I realized, oh, it's track and field. So that's one of the things that I do all the time on YouTube, track and field, and I also have Peacock. I have the to see the live, and like I watched Peacock today
For
to
the
see the live
races.
with Brussels, right? And I also have the NBC Sports live, and that's something I knew about what Arthur Bolden said about Shericka should be running the 7th or the 8th lane or something like that, so that he felt like she probably could have broke it. I don't know, but that's what he thought.
Yeah.
And so, but it was good listening to them today. They were really rooted. It seemed like it was rooted for Jamaica in a way, but you can't working for NBC, and he's Trinidadian American. So of course
he was coaching. Do you know Brianna Williams?
Yes, I knew he was coaching her.
Yeah.
And yeah, but I'm praying. Like I said, I love to pray. I'm praying for Elaine. A matter of fact, I woke up this morning, and I'm saying if I could see that she was going to do better than the last time, and so because people say some ugly things, and I don't like that about people doing that. And no matter who it is, whether it's Shella and Fraser Price or Shericka, and even with Shakari as well, because I do pray for her mental state last year when she was going through all that turmoil. And so it's, if you listen to Flow Track, they show a comparison video when last year when Elaine and Shericka was walking, and then looked at
Shakari.
They brought that up, but I was, I'm like, I don't think that was the reason why. I think people run with that.
Yeah.
And no one ever came forward and say, what was that all about? But I took offense by something when I'm very, I don't like people to stereotype Jamaicans or say Jamaicans are this and Jamaican is that, when everybody's not the same. We're all from different places. Our experiences are different.
Right.
And I'm learning from YouTube as well about class system in Jamaica, because I don't know anything about that. So I can't speak on that, even though people experience that.
Right.
That was not my experience in Jamaica. And so I can't say anything about it. I've heard things that I don't agree with from historians and just cultural things. But yeah, but pretty much you hear how I sound like. I'm glad to be on to meet you and everyone. This is a relaxed community, and it's good. We share our opinion. Whether or not we are good at sprinting or even understand the game of sprinting. I ran for 25 years in the military, and I'm one of the persons who said age doesn't matter. At 19 in the military, I run terrible. I did 2 miles in 18 minutes. And by the time I retire, I can run 1.5 miles in 16 minutes for my age, in my 40s. So I got better the older I got. So so I don't think always that age is so bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As far as Shelley and Fraser Price, I'm always rooting for the older folk like myself. That, is just a number. And I'll fit you are a good, without any injuries, you can do anything in this life. And so I'm gonna get off the WhatsApp now. And
you don't have to go if you're not ready, just saying.
No, I just did. I wasn't talking about too much about track and field, and I just want to listen to everybody else about track and field. So I'm gonna let somebody else have the opportunity to come on.
All right. Well, we're happy that
All
you
right.
phoned in, and we really love hearing from you. So whenever you're ready
Thank you.
again, don't you just call. It's okay to call, right? Let them know.
Okay, fine. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine. And the caller before you, also nice meeting her as well.
Yeah, Altia, she's there.
Yeah, I have a church in Kenya that I found.
Okay.
So I go to Kenya sometimes. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So that's good. And I guess, spreading the word, and that is wonderful.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you too.
So I'm gonna sign out now.
Okay. All right. So Althea, not Althea, Colleen here, and Althea is in the chat there saying, okay, so anyone else love to pray without partiality like me and Colleen? And let me see here. Good night, guys. It's always great talking to you guys. Good night. Much love. God bless. God bless you too, Justin. God bless you too. So, guys, I'm just going to take a few seconds. So I'll be right back. So I'm just going to play some music in the meantime, but let's keep the chat going, and I'll be right back just in a few seconds. All right, welcome. If you're just tuning in, we're very close. We're very close in terms of wrapping up this conversation. So in another few minutes, and let me just check the chat here. All right. Okay, awesome there, Altia and Colleen there, exchanging words, and Altia is saying good night, Justin. Namara, welcome. So Uganda is here. Welcome, Namara. Namara, would love to hear from you. Do you want to call? Would love to hear from you. Can you call? So Namara is saying there was no pressure in Brussels to force Shericka to break, the record. It was supposed to happen in Budapest. There was a lot of pressure. I guess that's in Budapest. She made 21:41. So next season, I guess, would be better. And that's something that was shared too by Justin for sure in the context of, next season there. Namara would love to hear from you. Would you like to call the WhatsApp number on screen? You can let me know in the chat, or you can just, call, just call me. Would love to hear from you. Would love to hear, about what's happening there in Uganda, just for you to share more about your perspective, and definitely, wanting to hear your voice. So for sure. And let us know, what time is it now in Uganda? Perhaps about 6, 7 a.m. All right, guys. Also, please do not leave without, liking the video and subscribing if you have not yet, subscribed. By the way, tomorrow, the Costa Cup and Manning Cup, so those, two competitions, they're starting up. And I believe both matches will be played at the National Stadium in Kingston, Jamaica. So we'll see how best we can, talk about that or share. I'm not sure if I'll be able to bring or come on live while the matches are going on, but we'll see how best, we can work that out. So with that being said, please remember to turn on your post notification, press that button and ensure that your post notification, is on. Select all so that you do not miss any updates. All right, so please remember to do that. All right, so if you're just tuning in and you're not sure what is happening, all right, so we pretty much, we're talking about, what happened in Brussels today. So Shericka did not get the world record, right? She did not get the world record, but she got 2 other records, the Diamond League record and the meeting record, all right? And so 2 records there for Shericka. Elaine Thompson, all right? Elaine, we see Elaine improving, since, new coach and just, doing better each time. So Elaine did season's best of 1084 today. So that's looking good, and we're open to see Elaine in the final in Eugene next week. So we want to see, Elaine there. Shanieka Ricketts, she jumped to 1501, and that's a PB. So well done to Shanieka Ricketts. And we also saw Rasheen McDonald winning his 400 meters, clocking 44.84, all right, for that. And so the Jamaicans, they were shining, in Brussels. And as I was saying, shine bright like a diamond. And I think I saw Justin, earlier, he had that LOL at shining bright like a diamond. All right, so Namara saying more prayers to Queen Elaine. She's coming slowly. And let me try to get this so I can see the entire comment. So she's coming slowly. Here in Uganda, it's 6:28 a.m. Okay, success, right? So you're like the next day, and some of us, we're not there yet. Perhaps Soji's close to that time. And Altia, so it's only 2 matches tomorrow. I believe so, Altia, at the National Stadium. I believe so. Not sure. I haven't, seen the fixture, the schedule. And Altia, I can't sing. No, we just try to use, a couple words. I don't have that voice. I don't have that voice, but I'll tell there's a video on this channel called Loving Education. Perhaps you can watch it. I wonder if I can find it and share it in the chat. Love in Education. Let me see if I can. I did a little singing in there somewhat, not sing because I'm not a singer, but perhaps you guys would like it. So not my singing, just the content, Loving Education. So I'm trying to, I don't know, YouTube does not allow you to share links. So I'm not sure if it's going to allow me to share, but I will try and see if it does. All right, so, or if not, you can just search for it. All right, so welcome if you're just tuning in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. That's the link. So hopefully you're seeing that link. So when the live is done, perhaps you can check that out, or you just search the videos, not the live. It's in the video, it's not a live. And it's about 13 minutes or so. Loving Education. Perhaps you might like it, not sure. All right, so just checking here, just checking in the chat. I can take one more quick phone call. One more if someone else would like to call in and, share before we leave. I came on this evening when you were doing the French quiz. Yes, I saw you. And you were saying, this is not for me. You said something like that. And when is the next race for Shericka? Next week, Kiwi in Eugene. I think it's what, the 15th or something like that. So 15, 16. So once they have that list ready, I'll post it. And Alte saying yes, I am. But the French Fridays for everyone. I am just learning, and I know that I have some persons who want it, So I do French Fridays and Spanish Saturdays as well. So you can come and play the game and, or stay in the chat and learn a word or two. Yeah, so if you want to go to Paris, Altia, where they're going to go, bonjour, bonjour, comment ça va? Ça va bien? If you want to go to Paris, then, getting 1 and 2 French words in, might be good. Might be good. So that's good too. That's wonderful. Let me see. I don't understand. I think that was going on. So what happened is that, what happens with the French Fridays, all right? So we have the words in French, and I also tried to put the pronunciation, like how you would probably pronounce it in English, so that you can get the French pronunciation. So it's just that. So what happens is a Kahoot, so it's a game. So what will happen, I'll tell you the website that you should go to the Kahoot page, and you enter the pin. So each Kahoot has a unique pin, and I'll give you the pin. You'll see it on screen. You enter. Once you see the questions, you just select an answer. So it's like multiple choice. So some persons, they don't know the answers and they just, play their way through, and that's it. But each week they remember a word. So from each week, I will bring back some vocabulary so that, once you're playing over time, you start figuring out. So you come, you'll hear like bonjour, or you hear bienvenue, and, over time, you say, oh, bonjour is just hello, bienvenue is welcome. So because it's, repeated, persons, start learning and, building new stuff. So I'm not a French boss. I'm just learning and sharing as I go along. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. El español para la vida. All right, so there you go. So even Spanish Saturday, you can come out here. That's okay too. You know, there's so much that we can, learn from each other. It's so amazing and it's beautiful. De nada. Ooh, there we go. Gracias. De nada. You're welcome. So yeah, that's that. Not seeing any. That's all I know in Spanish. You can know more, and if you want. Yeah. So you can tune in if you want, and you'll see how far you go. And you can learn to sing, since you're on the choir. Can you imagine you're teaching your I guess your choir members how to sing in Spanish? Cristo, yo creo en ti. Yo siempre creer en ti. Do you know that song? Lord, I believe in you. Yeah. So, yeah. So you can imagine you doing that in Spanish, even, the chorus, like, it will be good. So good. It's free. It's on YouTube and we do it live and it is free. So like if you know kids doing Spanish and like at high school level, it's for everyone. So that's why we keep this space so positive, it's for everybody, and we keep it respectful. And yeah, it's for everyone for sure. So you come and you learn. It's for everybody. Free, free, free. No charge. If I'm bilingual, no. English, but I am stronger in Spanish than with the French. So I am using Spanish to help me with the French. So it's basic French that I know. Yeah, I'm learning as I go along. Yeah. Very basic. English, but I can help myself out with the Spanish far more than I can with the French. I wouldn't say that I'm bilingual, but I don't know. No, I have Cristo Yo Creo en Ti in my head. Aunque no puede verte, Señor, eres real en mi corazón. I have it in my head now. But yeah, so I'm not seeing any, but guys, we're gonna get there where we can see each other. And perhaps if you guys are comfortable with that, giving you the link, you come on screen, get to meet each other and, yeah, for sure. So remember to turn your post notification on. Tomorrow we want to perhaps talk about D-Cup. So Kaylee, are you bringing a team? And I'm a country girl, so I'm more gonna so hopefully we get people in the chat that can share about like Manning Cup and the schools. So yeah, I am not, and I don't know really what is happening really with players, and to say, oh, this player's moved on, and big names right now. All I can remember is Carnegie. And yeah, from Manchester High School. But for sure, once you get plugged in again, then you'll come back. So I guess if you're true blue, if you're Russian, CC, let me just not CC, Russies. Let me just put that into perspective. So that's what we mean when we say Russian. And Kiwi saying, yes, interested. When is that going to be live face-to-face? Very soon. Soon, soon, soon. I just need to get some logistics, worked out and, get some things in place. And yeah, and soon you'll get a schedule too. But I don't want to like put out a time and then I can't, commit to it because I want to be accountable in terms of, you and this community, this space. So I want that if I say, okay, we're going to go Monday, Wednesday, Friday live at say 7 o'clock, that it's going to work. And for now, I cannot do that given my, my life and schedule, but we'll see how things unfold. And if it works, it works. And if not, then, we just do us, right? And as long as you have that, post notification on, then you'll be good. And William Neighbor, right? Good, good. And Altair saying CC and I love Calabar. Well, as I said, I'm a country girl. So these are my schools that I love for DCOP. Central High, so One Central and Colored, Glenmuir, and I like CC, True Blue. Did I miss any? Yeah, but One Central for sure, and they were the runners-up. Central High School, my word. But yeah, that's for another live, and we can definitely talk tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Yeah, it's tomorrow. Tomorrow is the match, so I need to figure out what time it's going to be and see if I can come live while the match is playing. So we'll see how that works. All right. All right, everyone, thanks again for tuning in. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for calling and sharing. Thanks for sharing in the chat. Thanks for maintaining this space and, keeping it a safe space where we can continue to share and learn from each other. Really appreciate it. And, just looking forward to growing and, expanding, just expanding together. We're getting there closer and closer. So, let's just keep sharing this platform and, encourage friends, family members and tell them to come on over and, hit that subscription button and, just come on and, share. Not all the time it's going to be sports, it's voices in education. So there are different areas. So, well, sports is really on right now. So we have track and football is another thing. And we have lots coming up for sports. And schoolboy football is so much about education. It's right there. So we'll have lots to talk about for sure. And good night to you too, Colleen. And thanks again for phoning in. And let me see, Altia. So which school in the Manning Cup? Altia, I don't know much about the Manning Cup, but I'm going to go George's. Just go with George's. Just go with George's. I'm just going to go with George's. All right, Altia, since you put me on that George's, I'm going to go with George's College. And we'll see. Yeah. All right, awesome. So thanks again, everyone. Remember to, take care of you and give yourself space and grace. And, remember that, in life, there may be, or there are going to be challenges. Some of us, we experience disappointments, failures, and that is okay. Sometimes we make mistakes, and again, how we react has a lot to do with, how quickly or if we move forward and how quickly we do. And so it is important for us to assess, the situation in the context of, finding out the reason for failures, disappointments, challenges, or learning from mistakes to move forward. And, sometimes we have to sit in it, deal with our emotions, because we're human. We are not, a machine that, can just be oiled and, just go again. We have feelings and we have to deal with that, and that is important for us to consider our mental health and well-being. So do give yourself space and grace. This is life, and, sometimes life happens and it happens really hard, but it's how you react that will determine, or, if you move forward or not. So just, do you, but ensure that if you need support, you reach out for support, whether that might be your friends, family members, your church family. Just ensure that, if it is that you need that support, you don't journey alone in, difficult moments, and take care of yourselves. And blessings, everyone, much blessings and love. And I'll see you in the next live. And Altia saying, oh, your love never melty. Yes, Altia, yes. Okay. All right. So I'll see you in the next one. All right. Take care, everyone. Blessings and love. I'll just go to the end of my slides. So if you want to see some pictures, and I believe I have Soji. I don't know. My mind just tell me say Soji. I don't know if it's Soji. If you want to see the person is wearing, like, they have a shades on. So I don't know if it's Soji. I just say perhaps if it's Soji, because Soji said he's in Brussels. So I don't know. And we did not hear from Soji tonight. So perhaps, in the next live. All right. Take care, guys. Bye for now.
Remember to like, share, and subscribe to this channel so that you can listen to the different voices in education. Stay tuned.